¿Cómo quiere que el mundo recuerde a Hugo Chávez?
Dos palabras, dos que son un hombre. Un hombre es lo que soy, eso sí, hombre humano, pues. Hombre humano, porque hay seres humanos que no tienen forma humana, pero no son, yo soy un humano.
Even though at first sight he looks just like the average Secret Service spook, a series of odd features on his head, face, plus a very strange behavior and creepy movements, suggest something else. But due to the low lighting in half the amphitheater, he would pass unnoticed or regarded as a normal human being by the crowd, and everybody who watched this video, if it was not by the camera of the Jewish News One, which caught him from another angle apparently shape-shifting into some sort of reptilian non-human form.
And her other role was to had her genes to the Windsors, because if we want to get really bizarre, the Windsors are not, like these Illuminati bloodlines in general, are not the same DNA as the rest of the global population. They need an infusion of human genetics to hold the balance of their DNA between the human and what they really are, which is actually not human as we understand human.
Only few outsiders have managed to burst through the ranks of the elite. And now let's remember David Icke's theory. Exactly in the mixing of two races, human and reptilians, lies so-called divine right of kings, the belief that only certain bloodlines have the God-given right to rule. These bloodlines later became royal and aristocratic families of Europe, and thanks to the Great British Empire and other European empires, they were exported to the Americas, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and right across to the Far East, where they connected with other reptilian hybrid bloodlines.
Con lo que podríamos llamar una mente inteligente. Pero he hablado con cientos de personas en todo el mundo. He investigado esto en más de 40 países y siempre me han contado básicamente la misma historia recurrente. Que han visto a la gente, a menudo en posiciones de poder, pero no siempre, cambiar de una forma humana a una reptiliana y luego volver a como estaban antes, por unos segundos o por más tiempo.
Well, let me reiterate my admiration and respect, General, for you and our military leaders and the task that, and the difficulty of the task before them. I think you are one of America's great heroes, but I continue to worry a great deal about the message we are sending in the region, about whether we're actually going to stay or not, and whether we're going to do what's necessary to succeed rather than set an arbitrary timeline. And the best way to oh my God.
Oh. Yeah. We're going to recess now for a few moments.
Okay.
We'll recess till the call of the chair.
And the best way to
and every government that supports them.
Hello, Earth. I'm Alec Baldwin, TV star. You know, they say TV will rot your brain. That's absurd. TV only softens the brain like a ripe banana to take it all the way. We've created Hulu. Hulu beams TV directly to your portable computing devices, giving you more of the cerebral gelatinizing shows you want anytime, anywhere, for free.
I only act out because I want your love. Dynamite!
Mushy mush. And the best part is there's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, what are you going to do, turn off your TV and your computer? Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll. Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
You okay? You need a minute? Cool. Okay. Listen up, people. I know a thing or two about extinction. And let me tell you, and you'd kind of think this would be obvious, going extinct is a bad thing. And driving yourselves extinct? In 70 million years, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. At least we had an asteroid. What's your excuse? You're headed for a climate disaster, and yet every year governments spend hundreds of billions of public funds on fossil fuel subsidies. Imagine if we had spent hundreds of billions per year subsidizing giant meteors. That's what you're doing right now. Think of all the other things you could do with that money. Around the world, people are living in poverty. Don't you think helping them would make more sense than, I don't know, paying for the demise of your entire species? Let me be real for a second. You've got a huge opportunity right now. As you rebuild your economies and bounce back from this pandemic, this is humanity's big chance. So here's my wild idea. Don't choose extinction. Save your species before it's too late. It's time for you humans to stop making excuses and start making changes. Thank you.
And then it never jette forward if awet if hasit samawu sanut.
3,500 years ago, during the reign of King Tutmosis III, ancient Egypt was invaded by spherical UFOs which were described as circles of fire. In his fascinating book, British author Mathew Deluce shows photos of strange alien reptiles, some with the bodies of apes and heads of lizards. These can be found on the walls of the Temple of Hathor at Dendera in Egypt. Here we see reptilian humanoid creatures alongside pharaohs and bird-headed beings. Strange giant light bulbs, possibly some form of plasma beam weapon, can clearly be seen at the Temple of Hathor. Inside these strange devices, there are serpents. This is possibly a pictorial message that this alien plasma technology was given to the elite of ancient Egypt.
like the Antikythera mechanism from ancient Greece and the Baghdad battery, this plasma technology was a closely guarded secret technology reserved for the use of the elite in ancient Egypt. The Nephilim are also known as the Elohim in the Bible. References to this race of alien hybrid rulers can be found in ancient texts from around the planet. The Sumerian Empire was the place where Zoroastrian, Hindu, and Judaic religions all began.
I think most Americans feel that way, but what is still true is that there's still kind of a reptilian side of our brain, right? That part of our brain that if somebody looks different or sounds different, that there's a part of us that is cautious. And what we have to do is fight against it.
No pierdas la oportunidad de aceptar a alguien distinto. No pierdas la oportunidad de que te cambie la vida.
Dios decretó al pueblo hebreo a través de Moisés y Aarón que todos los reptiles que se arrastran por la tierra son abominables y no deben comerse. Esto incluye a aquellos que andan sobre el pecho o tienen 4 patas o más. No deben contaminarse ni ensuciarse con ellos, porque Dios es el Señor y los ha llamado.
Ayer estuvo el diablo aquí. En este mismo lugar huele a azufre todavía. Ayer el señor presidente de los Estados Unidos, a quien yo llamo el diablo, vino aquí hablando como dueño del mundo. Un psiquiatra no estaría de más para analizar el discurso de ayer del presidente de los Estados Unidos.
Entre 2007 y 2008, la empresa EDM, ubicada en el municipio jienense de Mancha Real, recibió de Invercaria y del Fondo de Reptiles cerca de 5 millones de euros. Al poco tiempo, quebró. Al frente de esta entidad estaba un exconcejal socialista de este municipio que pertenecía entonces al grupo independiente en el ayuntamiento. Cuando este recibió para su empresa las subvenciones, decidió dejar de prestar su apoyo en el consistorio al Partido Popular para dárselo al PSOE, al que ayudó para sacar adelante una moción de censura que arrebató al PP el mando del ayuntamiento. Se trata de un ejemplo más de que las ayudas concedidas por la Consejería de Empleo e Invercaria, los fondos de reptiles, fueron empleados para beneficios políticos del PSOE. La Consejería de Empleo ha dado 10 días al alcalde sevillano de Guadalcanal del PP para que explique en qué gastó los fondos de su antecesor, que era del PSOE, y fue quien recibió 3 subvenciones por valor de 350.000 euros para la financiación de ferias de muestras en esta localidad, todas con cargo a la partida 31L de la actual agencia IDEA, el primer fondo de reptiles.
Y lo mismo, había un fondo, ¿saben cómo se llamaba el fondo? Para pagar a los periodistas y financiar la campaña en contra de Madero, el Fondo de los Reptiles. Imagínense cuánto dinero hay ahora. Toda la manipulación en las redes sociales.